Don't let bad drivers get away with it. And what can bike cameras do to help? G'day. Now, what can bike cameras do to help the growing incidence of bad driver behaviour, especially that directed towards cyclists? Well, quite a lot, in fact. I just spent a few minutes looking at a video, we'll leave in the description, that details different types of bike cameras, how they can be used to push back on this bad driver behaviour. So what would we need a camera on a bike for? Well, the idea is to record video footage so that you can go back and use that either to point out bad driver behaviour or if there's an incident, or just to review your ride. So let's have a look at the different types of cameras that might suit that application. Now, the first type of camera we're all familiar with is the GoPro style. There's another company called DJI, but there's also lots of other companies out there that make this type of camera. DJI and GoPro are the most well-known brands. They're also the most expensive, but you can get really cheap ones out there that might serve this purpose. Some of the key advantages are they have high frame rates, high fidelity, good cameras, and they're fairly easy to use in terms of just downloading the video and reviewing it later on. Disadvantages are they only point literally in one direction, so you would need multiple cameras. Mounting one on the helmet is an option for forward facing, but a heavy camera on the helmet isn't something that I want when I'm riding, and I know a lot of other people don't as well. And there's also implications that perhaps head-mounted or helmet-mounted cameras were causes for injuries. Michael Schumacher's skiing accident being one of the most relevant ones. The other place to mount it is pointing out the back, so that you could have a camera on your helmet, another one pointing at the back mounted to the bike seat. Again, multiple cameras, and battery is the other problem with these. If you're out for a 4-hour ride, you would need to carry multiple batteries and keep your eye on them and changing them, and then also memory can be an issue. So quite a hassle using that type of camera for this type of application. Another type of camera is the Insta360 type of camera. The key advantage of that is that you only need one camera to look out in every direction. Now, the key disadvantage is you have to mount it really on your helmet. That's the only place for it. And back to our previous problems with the GoPros, having a camera on your helmet may not look good. It's possibly heavy, can contribute to safety and wind resistance. So not ideal from that point of view. And the second big disadvantage is, memory and battery. And battery's even worse with the Insta360 type of cameras. Another type of camera is the dedicated bike camera. These can be mounted under the saddle or on the front handlebars, or in both locations, which keeps it completely out of the rider's way. Also, they can be powered by larger batteries, either fitted to those or fitted elsewhere on the bike, and they can be therefore used for the whole ride. Of course, the main disadvantage there is that they're mounted to the bike, inconvenient for use in other applications, and you have to fit them and have them as dedicated pieces of your kit. So what do you do with video footage that you have it and if there's an incident? Well, the terms are record, retreat, and report. So keep the recording on, obviously. Retreat, do not engage in any aggressive behavior towards another driver, but extract yourself from the situation and retreat, and then report. Now, in the UK, there are places that you can report in the local police departments, but around the world, there are local authorities that handle reports and will take video. And some of these cameras we mentioned actually have metadata, date, location, and things like that, which help in the prosecution of bad driver behavior. Another great camera solution is Hawkeye. Not only does it have a great video recorder with plenty of storage and a long life battery, but it also has AI powered capabilities which detects threats and presents them on the rider's phone, so they can glance down and see a situation developing behind them before it can even occur, giving them the chance to get out of the way. Nothing better than avoiding an incident rather than having to report an incident. In addition to that, it has a powerful multifunction rear light, and really it's an all-in-one package that's simply mounted with one button and you're good to go. Well, we all share the roads, and unfortunately not everybody behaves very well on the roads. And when that becomes dangerous, we need to point that out and make sure those that do that behavior are held to account. And one of the great ways of doing that is with the video recording. Hawkeye goes beyond that, and it helps alert you in real time, but any camera is going to help if it's used. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.